Going on, people? Let's talk about BitConnect. BitConnect and their disappointment. BitConnect and their false hopes or dreams and promises. BitConnect and its downfall, right? BitConnect, the cryptocurrency that had a stellar year in 2017, pretty much crashed on in January, like January 16th of 2018, and stopped their lending, and in other words, gave back everyone whatever whatever value they had in their account. They gave it back to them, to everyone who had an account. They gave them their tokens, BCC tokens, not their bitcoins. So whatever, the research is out there, the information's out there. If you want to look into it, it's all out there. I'm not going to break that down. What I'm going to break down is, you know, BitConnect. To talk about BitConnect now, like some people, I understand having faith, keeping, faith and the hope, and making sure that, there's a community, marketing and continuing to rally behind BitConnect. But truth be told, right now, that's all you have is a hope. I understand from, research as far as crypto, you can have moments where everything is flatlined for a long time. What I mean by that is there's no price movement, there's no developing taking place for a period of years. Then out of nowhere, something happens where, you discover a new utility or use case for it, and then price skyrocket, because people are into crypto for what? A lot of people are into it to make money. It's not about the technology for many people, it's about making money. That's it. It's about making money, making a dollar, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people are in it for the tech. Some people are in it for the technology. But BitConnect promised life changing, a use case that was life changing, and then it stopped. And then you have, Discord group now, and they're trying to, I guess promote the platform, or, just resurrect this cryptocurrency from the dead. And it's disheartening, because a lot of reasons why, a lot of crypto YouTubers went dark. Then they stopped talking about BitConnect. It went dark is because it was embarrassing. It was straight up embarrassing. A lot of guys were pro BitConnect. I mean, real die-hard supporters. You want to call them shills, you want to call them promoters, whatever they were. They were in. People had, changed their lifestyle. I mean, they, stopped working, just to join the platform and to promote, thinking that there was some type of long-term, advantage, that they were going to make money for the long term, you know. But that didn't happen. That changed, and that's embarrassing, especially if you out there and you're trying to promote this thing and, obtaining referrals, et cetera, and people are dependent on you there in your downline. Whatever monies they put in, you make a certain percentage out of, this whole pyramid type of structure. They were calling it a Ponzi scheme. They've been calling it a pyramid scheme. And, for those who've been trying to defend the platform, when you see the thing crash down like that, it's what it is. When you see it crash down, it's embarrassing, you're ashamed. So people went dark, But apart from that, you fast forward to now, September 2018, and, this coin, it's still there. Yeah, there's a blockchain, and people are not talking about it because there's so much negative press attached to it. So much negative press. You have folks from India being apprehended by law enforcement. Even talks of how something dastardly happened to one of the promoters' wives. Something real crazy. Everything is just, there's such a story that's attached to BitConnect that's so dark and macabre. No one wants anything to do with it. So if you attach yourself to something like that, you got to expect the consequences that come with that. If you're going to promote something, like, just do the research. Do some research. Make sure that you understand what you're getting involved in, and take it from there. Because people lost money, and they just blamed everyone else except themselves. That's one thing I didn't like about the community also. There was no accountability taken from many people. They were blaming, like, certain promoters who were out there, certain promoters who kept promoting the platform on a daily basis, who were showing how much money they had in their wallets, how much success they made, and these travels that they were doing, and excursions and adventures or whatever, and people wanted to, I guess, do the same thing. And when the platform ended, the promoters became the targets. The promoters became, I mean, for real, lawsuits were made against them, and all types of crazy stuff. Instead of people saying no, they weren't forced to do these things. The people who got into BitConnect weren't forced to get into BitConnect. No one is. No one is. So take responsibility for your actions. But this dream of just trying to resurrect something that's right now that's dead, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know where that could go. I don't know where it's going. I understand, something that's that has such potential. It's what, a rare type of coin compared to the other coins that are out there. It's only going to be a finite number, a limited number of such coin. And there's a blockchain. It's not dead. You can stake, etc., etc. But sometimes you need more than community and marketing to enliven something like this, especially with this type of technology. And with so much negative energy attached to this, and negative press attached to this thing, what more can you expect? What more can you expect? It's crazy. People have lost so much behind it, and they have to take responsibility for themselves and the onus and accountability of themselves. But it's not fair to try to, point fingers elsewhere and try to enliven a project that's literally dead. It's dead right now. Yes, there's some small movement. People are talking in their Discord groups, and much power to them and everything like that. But that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Developers are dark. They're anonymous. No one's talking. Everyone is just quiet. People a year ago at this time, it was a completely different story. And look at it now. It's basically it's only a Discord group that's keeping this thing alive and moving, really, above what it was 2 months ago, 3 months ago. It's only a Discord group that keeps keeping this thing some life, some juice. That's it. That's it. So it's crazy. That's all I gotta say with this BitConnect fiasco, man. It's terrible. People have made so much. To me, next to Bitcoin, BitConnect is the most popular for the wrong reasons. For the wrong reasons. You would think that, sometimes you gotta, people say negative press is good press. Any press is good press. And so you use the negative press to catapult, your popularity and put yourself out there. But they have their popularity. Their popularity is based off the wrong, nefarious, crazy reasons. Who wants to be attached to something like that that's borderline malignant and wicked? For what? For what? For what? Just to prove that this technology can work, but it could attach yourself to something else that did not make you fall on your face. Attach yourself to a coin that has decent technology that's really going to add some real world change and real world use case. That's going to advance some type of movement for the betterment of whoever wants to be involved in this space. Not something that just was a gamble. It started off the premise of a pyramid structure. Then you have so many other companies that try to do the same thing, that try to duplicate it, because BitConnect was the first to introduce its model, its lending platform model. And how many other platforms came after that and fizzled out? They came after that. All of them came after that and fizzled out. Did the same thing and fizzled out. Broke so many dreams. It's true. If you're looking for something that's to give you some type of success and it's failing, it hasn't helped you. Stop hoping that this thing is gonna resurge and create something else for you. Don't look for happiness in a place where you lost it.